For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out alphatradingcardgames.com. What up, G's? It's a Saber594, finally back with another Gen 4 OU Pokemon Showdown video. I got a few battles today. I know it's been a while since the last one, but obviously I've been very busy with Obsidian Flames when the new set comes out. Gotta post the new decks. So we're using a Sandstorm team still, and I switch on to my Hypno there, get the paralysis on the Heatran. That's kind of good. Now I don't gotta worry about my slow Pokemon being slower than it, because Heatran, I mean, it's not a very fast Pokemon, but it is faster than some of the stuff that can get an easy kill on it. So it's good if I can use the Swampert and get an attack before he can get an attack on me, basically, when I get that clean switch in. So I go into the Dragonite, get my D-Dance, and Latias, I mean, unless it's Scarfed, is not going to be faster. But he makes kind of a cool play there. Well, I mean, knowing that I'm going to go for Outrage or a Dragon move, switching onto the Heatran, and with Outrage, I'm sort of get stuck there. We still did some damage on the Heatran. I mean, this thing, it's going to die from a strong water attack or ground type attack. So it is a bit of a waste still. I do have Earthquake though. And the Lumberry, I mean, I go for that Earthquake. Ah, damn it, it just switches onto the Latias. But I mean, there's only so many times he can do this switch and stuff. I'm going to go for an Earthquake again. He goes for the Roserade right now, so that's a free kill for me. And make your decision. You're going to have to sacrifice a few more Pokemon. I guess he didn't really have a good counter. You need something to, when Dragonite gets the D-Dance, to survive a hit so that you can phase me away or just get a kill, like something like Weavile with Ice Sharp. But you need counters to these types of Pokemon. So he's still switching around his entire team. I'm softening up everybody. So no matter what happens to the Dragonite at this point, it contributed a lot. So I got the kill on the Jirachi too. So that's 2 Pokemon out and a bunch of others hurt. Dragonite is still alive too, my Mythonite. So Heatran comes in. So I'm going to try the Earthquake. And he goes for the Protect. Okay. We didn't die from the confusion, but this is pretty much my last turn. Are we going to get this off or not? Protect, he gets that double Protect, but confusion ended. Mythonite is out, but I mean at this point it's 5 Pokemon against 4, and the Heatran is pretty much useless as well. So all I gotta do is just promote something like Empoleon, and then what are you gonna do? I get that free switch in, but I'm gonna go for the Swampert actually. And he switches onto the Latias Waterfall. Fine. I got Ice Punch, but I mean, if he does Draco Meteor, I'm probably dead. But he goes for Surf instead, so that's pretty simple for me. So Latias is out as well, another big threat. So just 3 Pokemon. I mean, Heatran can't come in against Swampert. So goes for the Suicune. This is a bit annoying as well. But all I can do is just perform a few powerful Earthquakes. This thing, it usually has Calm Mind. It's the Calm Mind set with Suicune. Sometimes, very rarely, they just run different stuff and kind of use it as a support. I guess tank Pokemon. Should I switch? I'm actually going to switch. It's pretty risky. Now both of my dudes are poisoned. Goes for that Calm Mind. I believe I can take a hit, but if it's Hydro Pump, I'm dead. So never mind. Okay, we live. So get that Crunch. I decided to risk it as opposed to doing Stone Edge, not miss. Thing is a little bit hurt. Now I'm going to go for the Metagross and go for that Thunder Punch. It probably isn't going to die, but I mean, he did switch onto the Rotom. So now we probably are going to have to switch. This is the Oven Rotom. I can't really touch this thing. So Gliscor, there's only a few Pokemon at this point. My Stealth Rock isn't going to be very good, but he goes for that Substitute. So he gets that free switch and shit on me. Damn. So Shadow Ball, that kind of sucks, but it didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. I guess this thing must be like a wall Pokemon. It does decent chunk, but I mean, we can sort of negate it a little bit with Roost. I did get the Stealth Rock anyway, and even though there's only 3 Pokemon left, it hurts all of them. So it is going to help against the Suicune, I guess, against the Heat Fan a little bit too. I guess I'm just going to be doing Roost all day. He might get the crit on me eventually. But go for that Stone Edge. There goes the substitute. So do you want to try that again? I'm gonna do Stone Edge, or maybe should I switch on to the... No, Hypno doesn't make sense. Ruby probably doesn't make sense either. I think I'm gonna have to keep using Stone Edge or some shit. I don't see any other way. Gonna have to gamble a little bit with the Stone Edges. Is he gonna go for substitute? I think he might. So gotta be doing Stone Edge, I think, is the only way. He does switch, which is pretty good for me. I'll take that. So Suicune, what are you gonna do? I'm probably faster, so if I do Earthquake, I think this thing is gonna die. It might be a little bit of a risk, but we're gonna go for it. He is faster. Okay, so Gliscor is out, but that's fine. I get the free switching on the Suicune now. It is a bit dangerous though. We're left with 3 Pokemon too, and this thing can't do much on Hypno, but the other dudes, it's a bit scary. So should I use Hypno or should I go for the Metagross? That's a good question. I think we probably should go for Hypno and try and get like maybe a Paralysis maybe. Or the Metagross. I pretty much gotta save the Swampert for the Heat Fan. It makes the most sense because it's paralyzed too. So we're going for Hypno. And I am gonna go for the Psychic. It doesn't do enough to kill it, but the Sandstorm helped us, did the job. So good. Get the job done. And I mean, the way I see it, Rotom makes the most sense now. But then the moment... Oh, he goes for Heat Fan actually. Damn. I guess I'm gonna go for Wish then. I get lucky with the Paralysis, it's about time. So we'll be able to heal. I mean, I can switch on to somebody, but I'm just gonna do Psychic. I went for that Explosion though. Alright. But I think if I got Swampert on its own against the Rotom, we should be good. I mean, I am pretty hurt. But it's all up to if I can survive a Shadow Ball. He goes for it. I live with 1 HP, and this is golden. So it kind of became really close, but we got the GG. That's pretty good. So that's game number 1. On to the second battle. Start with my Tyranitar. He starts with Bronzong. It's usually fine. This thing is going to do Stealth Rock, and then I can do Crunch with the Choice Band. It's always a 2-hit KO, so it's not too bad. Goes under the Lucario. It pretty much means I got to switch. I mean, you give them the free Sword Stance, but if I stay in it does close combat, the Dark Storm is dead. I think though if I go for Gliscor, I should be pretty safe, unless this thing has Ice Punch. Or we can go to Hypno too, and I think this might not be too bad. I can do the Thunder Wave. It goes for extreme speed. I don't die as I suspected. I'm just glad he doesn't have Lumberry or some shit. It was risky. So right now, I mean, he's gonna go for that extreme speed obviously, but now he's gonna be slower than other dudes that can kill him, and I can just use either Metagross or Darkstorm even. I can Earthquake that ass. He's dead. I mean, extreme speed isn't going to be very good. So we go for that Earthquake. He didn't do extreme speed. He was going to go for close combat or some shit. So there goes the Lucario. We dealt with it. Goes for that Hydro Pump. I'm going for another Earthquake with Metagross, softening up the Kingdra. Gonna go for that Bullet Punch too. And Hydro Pump 2 times in a row. Can't take that. Alright, so now I think I gotta finish this thing off with Swampert. He's gonna get another hit on me, goddammit, because it's faster. So, Yeah, should I go for protect first? Or should we just go for it? Good question. I mean, he lost 2 Pokemon, I lost 2 Pokemon. I'm gonna be ahead of him technically, but the Swampert, if it takes a Hydro Pump, it's gonna sting. He's thinking hard, man. Dude, like, what are you thinking about? So goes for that Hydro Pump. Earthquake is out. So maybe I should have went for that leftovers, or that protect. Get a little bit of extra health. So Gengar, I can do that right now, but I don't think I'm going to be in a range where I can survive a Shadow Ball. Maybe if I got another one, but maybe it still wasn't going to be enough. So we can stay in and die, or I can just go into a different Pokemon. I just decided to sacrifice the Swampert there. And I think Tyranitar should be able to do it now. Or I can do Dragonite, actually. I mean, there's always a chance this thing is carrying Explosion. But I think I'm going to risk it. It's a good chance for me to do Dragon Dance. If he doesn't do Explosion, then I get the free D-Dance, because this thing can't kill me with special attacks. What is it carrying? Like Shadow Ball, some other shit. Okay, so we get the D-Dance. Unfortunately, because of the Sandstorm, I am gonna die. Well, actually, I'm gonna live with 1 HP. So Outrage, Gengar is out. I live with 2. If he doesn't have priority, I get another big shot in. So hopefully he doesn't have something like that. I mean, we killed the Lucario too. And then it's gonna be my Tyranitar and then another Pokemon against Flygon. Okay, so this thing is probably Scarfed. So unfortunately, it's not going to work out, but he has to go to his own Tyranitar. And I think I'm pretty good here. I got Gliscor left, and both the Tyranitar and Flygon isn't going to be good against Gliscor, unless this thing has like Ice Beam and shit, which I'm a bit doubtful. So what we're about to do now is, well, I mean, if I do Earthquake, he's going to switch. But I sort of need to stall him out, I think. Force him to make a bad move. He has to make a decision. Like, he knows, very likely, he's taken this long to think, okay, my Tyranitar can't touch the Gliscor. Flygon is probably a standard, Choice Scarf with U-turn, Earthquake, build, standard stuff. So that thing probably isn't going to be able to touch the Gliscor either. I think the best thing I can do is just set up the Stealth Rocks. And then as he switches, it's going to get hurt. So I am faster. We get that Stone Edge in. Obviously, I'm going to start Roosting right now. And that does even less shit now, the Stone Edge. Do gotta be careful though. He does switch. I'm going for that Stealth Rocks, and now you can only do this so many times. And as long as one of the dudes is out, I think I should be good. So switches onto the Tyranitar. I went for a Roost anyway, not taking any gambles. So what he's thinking is going to be doing is doing U-turn shit to try and run me out of an Earthquake, as I'm doing Earthquake and hitting the Flygon. But I'm not dumb. I'm going to play around your shit. Eventually the Tyranitar is going to go down, even with Stone Edge. And when that happens, I mean, you know the drill. But he decided to stay, and he probably thought I was going to do Roosts. So now the dude is out. And if he kills the Gliscor, I mean, Tyranitar comes in, Choice Band, Crunch. I think I do the job. I can take a hit from that guy, hopefully. But can't even do it. I mean, he can't use Earthquake. What else are you going to do to hit the Gliscor? Outrage. So now he's locked onto the Outrage. He didn't have a choice. So now I can definitely live that with Tyranitar, and then Crunch should do the job. Choice Band. And it does the job, of course. So that's a GG. So hope you guys enjoyed the battles. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What-ay?